Oh boy, the loudest setup possible. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a long overdue Ferrari F355 mod video. By the end of this video, this car will have the loudest possible exhaust system ever. You got that right. It can't be any louder. This is max loud and it is gonna sound max good. So see this nice sport exhaust right here? Yeah, it's gonna be ditched in place of the exhaust I have right there in the Hummer. This is our tow rig setup. We're taking it over to our buddy Alex's, the master old school Ferrari mechanic. He did all the work on this car. You guys remember, we bought this car for dirt cheap, price of a Honda Civic. That's because it had a blown motor in it. So obviously it was a big rebuild project. We were able to source a motor out of a 355 Challenge car, which is kind of cool. So Alex installed that, did all of the belts, all the fluids, and fully serviced this car to where it would be ready to roll. And we did drive it for like a whopping 75 miles or something. Not all our fault, the tags did expire. So that's one of the reasons we kind of parked it. And another reason, this is the more important thing, it was leaking a bit of fluid, you can't see it because I had a box below it, out of the transmission. So right around there, it was leaking this clear fluid and I'm like, that's weird. That's not oil, that's not transmission fluid. And then Christian and I did a little more thinking. We look at where it leaked on the garage floor and that epoxy is ripped up and destroyed. So we're like, what fluid goes in a car that will like destroy everything it touches? Oh, brake fluid. So maybe it's the hydraulic component of the transmission, maybe like the throwout bearing or something that's leaking this nasty, toxic brake fluid onto the ground and possibly all over our brand new clutch and the internals of the transmission. So we didn't want to take any risk driving this thing and we kind of forgot about it until today. We're definitely going to get some looks on the road. A Ferrari pulled by a Hummer, the black on black combo. So kind of cool. But real quick before we head out, check out the exhaust. Oh boy. I'll unbox it with Christian. I'm going to meet up with him in a minute before we head over to Alex's. And yeah, basically this is just stainless steel piping all the way through. No mufflers, no nothing. I found this on eBay. It's some 2B exhaust, 2B race exhaust. It's normally like 4,000 bucks brand new. A guy on eBay installed it and he took it off within 50 miles because he said it was too loud. That's my kind of deal. $3,200 off. It was like 800 bucks and it's certified loud. Like that jet going overhead. Subscribe to JR Aviation if you guys like airplanes. We do the same thing with cars, but with airplanes. I also have the old battery in there, so we're gonna put in a new battery because it's completely dead as a doornail, not being on a trickle charger for over a year. So anyway, thanks for blowing up the first few videos with this car. I promised that if you guys got the last video to like 7,000 likes, we would fully straight pipe it. So we're gonna hold up our end of the agreement and make this thing scream. Without further ado, let's get to it. Let's roll. Gosh, I forgot how truly incredible this car looks. No one can hate on the design of a 355. Just timeless lines. To think this car is 30 years old yet still looks this good. Okay, sure, you could say, oh, I don't like the convertibles, I only like the coupes. Okay, I get it. The coupes look even better, but they are worth nearly twice as much. This car, 95, clean title, 26,000 miles, 6-speed 355. I don't know, I'll throw up some bring a trailer listings, maybe $90,000 or $100,000, sometimes even more. But a low mileage, pristine coupe, you're probably talking $180,000 and up. It's wild what these things are worth. These things have skyrocketed in value. It kind of works that I forgot about this car for the past 2 years because now it's gone up like $15,000 in value just sitting in my garage. So anyway, got the garage all locked up. Now we can go. All right, here we are, rolling up. This Hummer is just a towing machine.
It is pretty great. I like it a lot.
Definitely got some lookers on the highway. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Our Timpty lay flat trailer going to work for the super low front end, making sure we don't scrape it, just in case we're putting down some wood as well. This thing has been a lifesaver in so many ways. Oh yeah, look at that. And of course that glorious gated 6-speed manual.
So you haven't started this thing yet? What?
We started like 8 months ago. In we go. Boom. We're back. Whew. It's among good company. This tiny little car is worth so much more than that one. Comment down below what this Dino is worth. Father and son. That moment of truth.
No, didn't leak much, but it's okay. All right.
Took me forever to find this because I had to find 95 specific.
Who made this thing here?
Tubi.
Tubi.
Yeah, but they didn't.
But I already got the white pipe that is already
Yes,
cleared
yes.
up,
So how, when the bypass opens, is air going to choose to go through this top route when everything's catless, everything's mufflerless? You know, I want it going through here because it's an X pipe. But if it just goes straight out the lower part, then it doesn't cross over. I don't get the pitch.
Correct. Well, no, the idea was this. The car was designed with this valve closed, all the air is forced to go through the catalytic converters and cleaned up, scrubbed.
Yeah, the big cats.
So what they did was they put the bypass valve on top.
Yes.
So now you got all the excess pressure that couldn't go through the catalytic converters, finds its way through the center over here and goes out directly outside. So it's a bypass to limit the restriction on the engine. But these cars here, without the restriction, they have no low end torque. That's why they did that. Any car, you know, even a Mustang, if you put a big exhaust pipe at 6,000 RPM, oh, it's going to have tons of power. But coming out of the hole, it has no power because you need back pressure. Yeah. Even on the two-stroke motorcycles, you need back pressure to get torque. Once you reach 5,000 RPMs, you no longer need that back pressure because now the back pressure is created by the RPMs of the engine and the volume of air going out. Now you can let the gases flow freely out.
So we might lose a little bit of torque, but we get some horsepower maybe.
Well, if you still have the catalytic converters under there.
No, they're all gone.
There is none. So the only thing is that you might lose a little power on the low end.
That's fine. We get the sound.
So they're
Bend pack lift going to work, making life easy today. Wow, this is cool, Christian. Look at this, old exhaust going bye-bye. So where are these oil leaks coming from?
front somewhere. See, a little oil in here. They're known for leaking right here. You see where the block and the front cover and the bottom pan meet together.
It's an oil pan gasket?
There's the oil pan and two pieces like this. So it leaks right here in the middle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You see the drop of the throw bearing? That's what's leaking. You see that right there?
So it's the seal and throw bearing.
I gotta pull this out.
Okay.
Throw bearing is leaking. That's all.
All right. Well, good timing when we're doing the exhaust. It all comes apart anyway. That was the best packing job from an eBay seller that I've seen in a long time, but check it out. There it is in all of its glory. 50 miles of use, just barely enough to turn it a nice shade of gold. Oh boy, this will be the key in making this car sound like an absolute monster F1 car, hopefully by the end of this video. I cannot wait to hear it. The loudest setup possible for a 355. eBay Motors for the win, saving me 3,000 bucks on this. Not gonna lie, I don't get why this costs as much as it does. Retail, new. I think they just charge that much because they can, but like, come on, all that money for just a piece of stainless steel. There's no cats or mufflers on it. It's just bent steel, straight pipe. Could get this done in a muffler shop for like 100 bucks, but then it wouldn't be pretty, wouldn't be Ferrari-esque. That was quick. So we left this exhaust on because it came with the car. It's like a Fuchs exhaust. If you guys have ever heard of that, I've never heard of it, but apparently it's pretty expensive new. But the problem is it doesn't have like true X-pipe characteristics and too quiet for our liking. This being in 1995, you get the two MAFs going into the intake, whereas 96 and above, they just have the one. It forms up right here and goes in.
That's the valve that opens and closes when it goes into bypass mode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's put that one down.
Out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, we're forgetting about the weight savings. That's pretty hefty.
Nearly 20, maybe 15 pounds.
Wow.
This is nothing.
Heck yeah, all right, saving weight and getting more sound. All right, back from AutoZone. $89.
And these are the seals inside here.
What is it?
Clutch assembly.
I know this.
See going down?
A little, yeah.
There you go. So now it's full to the rim. This is empty, and that is full. This thing is pretty big. That's the ABS. So now when we put the battery, that thing is gonna go. It's gonna charge up. Accumulator.
Suck down from there.
It's gonna suck down from there and fill this one up. And that's, you don't want to put any more after that because this is the maximum that you can put on with this thing empty.
Oh yeah.
There you go. And the long bolt now. Push this one in.
I know.
Okay, let it go.
Ferrari.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay guys, we are moments away from a first startup. We're buttoning everything back up. We threw in the new battery. The car has life and it is about to wake everyone up within a 5-mile radius of this place. There we go. 3, 2. right, guys, a small, tiny rev. Oh boy, guys. Oh gosh, that's nothing. We've created a monster. It's still pretty cold, so I'm not, you know, revving it to red line, but it fired right up. After all that time sitting, it runs great with no warning lights. Everything's good, great oil pressure. Okay guys, one last update before probably first drive, getting all the last things buttoned together. That just looks good.
Yeah, it does.
That just looks mean. So we have the 4-to-1 headers into this Y pipe here, where if it goes down there, it goes through normally catalytic converters and then goes into the muffler as a stock setup. Of course, in this case, it just goes straight out, or it takes that path, just goes a little further, and it crosses over in the process to get more of that high-pitched scream when you really get on it.
Okay.
Bam! That's a wrap. That's how it's done. Hit us up if you guys want to buy this car. We might consider selling it, but then again, after our first drive, I think we're gonna be hooked. 3, 2, 1. Sir. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy a Ferrari 355. And that's basically the same thing. All right, this car is just idling and we already set off an alarm. That is how loud this car is. No revving, just idling. Oh, we gotta get out of here. I'm not gonna be allowed in here again. Well guys, it's about 4 days later now, and I have a confession to make. The 355 doesn't sound that great.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yes, you heard me in my first initial reactions. Wow, it's so loud. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, okay, it's kind of cool, kind of like race car-ish, but like it doesn't have that high-pitched scream. And that's because, like I kind of explained, there's no reason that the exhaust is flowing up to the X pipe. It's a shorter path and it's just as restrictive, aka no restriction, no matter where you are in the exhaust. So of course it's gonna choose to just go straight out the back and not up through the X pipe. So the pitch is low. It's like 2 4-cylinder engines just going at it. It needs to combine, it needs to have those pulses come together, and that is why I have a solution. Our friends over at PLM, Private Label Manufacturing, sent out their catalytic converters, 400 cell high flow cats, and this should be the solution to get the pitch we want, because we're gonna install these where the test pipes are, going through the normal way, so that when the valve opens, it will then choose to go through the X pipe because it's less restrictive. No cats up there. Makes sense? I'll try to explain that better later, but that's the idea. So this is a JR Garage first. We are installing catalytic converters. So not only will it help hopefully with the pitch, it'll help with the terrible smell. Oh my gosh, the fumes on this car are terrible. It made us smell like raw gas, Christian and I, the other day we drove it. So trying to get rid of that, and it's just obnoxiously loud at idle. We were setting off car alarms, so this should quiet it down just a little bit. So hopefully it's a win-win-win-win-win. And these are super cheap. Like, they're on their website for like 150 bucks. But if you use our special link and promo code listed down below in the description, you can get these for even cheaper. So they're hooking you all up with a good deal. So if you want to quiet down your car a little bit, or pass emissions, or get rid of that smell, then consider these little mini high-flow cats. They should do the trick. We'll report back when they're installed. But as you can see inside, it's a metallic insert. This is not a ceramic cat. Because this car makes so much heat, you really want a tough cat that'll hold up. They said they had these on like twin turbo Camaros with 1,000 horsepower. So I think our little 300 horsepower V8 should do just fine with these. The final cold start with 100% straight pipes. Fire in the hole. 3, 2, 1. That is so obnoxious. Oh, those fumes are so bad already. I don't know what it is with the 355. This car stinks. I mean, yeah, it makes cool noises, but this is just, you can't drive it on the street. This is like a full-blown race car and is way too loud. I'm really thinking the cheap cats are gonna be the answer. Gosh, I'm trying to be quiet. I can't. And this car being a 1995 355, you got kind of that lumpy idle. So the later cars, the 5.2 cars, don't have that. So some people prefer that raw race car sound of the 1995. Oh gosh. There's the smell again. Every time you stop, you just get a wave of exhaust smells into the cabins. But I read the reviews on these things and everybody says the smells go away. One last little acceleration. Yeehaw! Hello, performance muffler. If you guys are in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area, hit these guys up. Oh, and one other possible benefit of installing these cats is that we will pick up some back pressure. So I was fully in the boat of, oh, you don't need any back pressure. Like, yeah, right. But this car, because it already has so little torque to begin with, I guess when you remove everything, you do maybe need a little back pressure, because I was in second gear at a low RPM one time, and it was just like so slow to even get out of its own way. I don't remember that on our other 355, which had a little back pressure. So I don't know, maybe it's true, maybe not. Comment down below if you really do need back pressure in an exhaust system like this. Obviously we'll be creating some of that with the cat. Oh, and by the way, they do have both 200 cell and 400 cell variants. If this was any other car, obviously I'd go with 200 cell. It's probably just enough to pass emissions and it makes really good flow. But for this car, I don't want flow, so I actually went with the 400 cell cats. Okay, car's going up. Boom. There they are, one for each bank. PLM, 400 cell, 2.5 inch in and out. Check it out, guys. One done and one to go. I messed up the sizing. It's actually 2.25 inches, but he'll be done with the second one any minute, and then we'll go for a first start. And if you look up there, you can see where the header splits, and it goes either up to the X pipe up there or down through the new cat right here. Okay, guys, moment of truth. Here we go. It's a little quieter. Okay guys, just paid the bill, 200 bucks on the dot, which I think is a great deal considering that was a lot of custom fabrication and the access was terrible. So obviously, as you can see there, we have a storm moving in and we got to go back that way, and this convertible top is staying down. So let's just say we got a boogie. Ooh, check out those carbon side sills courtesy of Fur Parts. We got those installed along with that Challenge rear grille. Okay, it's a little quieter for sure. Yes, it still has that angry race car sound, but a little more bearable. Oh crap, I might actually get stuck in this storm. I'm actually worried now. I think I just saw a few droplets of water. Oh gosh, will we make it back to the garage in time? Yeah, I already know this car is sounding better. I got on it just a little bit and the higher pitch frequencies are coming out. Oh man. That still sounds super mean. Yep. There's that higher pitch. Holy, that was a flame. All right, so we still have flames. Oh gosh, oh gosh. I need to find cover. But I'm so close to being back. No, 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 no. Okay, green light, green light, green light. Go, 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 go. Okay, okay, okay. Out of my way, people. No, no, my leather seats. All right, we're not back at the garage, but we're at my buddy's apartment, and we'll just put the car here until the rain stops. Okay, let's give the new exhaust a smell test. Wow, no more bad smell. Wow, no more terrible, disgusting fumes. And the sound is just a little quieter at idle. Not by much though, this is still pretty mean. It's shaking the ground. Flip up the headlights because you have to. Oh yeah. Look at this car, a 90s icon. I'm talking about that car, of course. Okay guys, before we get doing some full wide open throttle 8,500 RPM pulls with this car, we have to take care of the fuel system first. So I just got done filling it up with some fresh 100 octane race fuel, but on top of that, we're gonna go ahead and add the Technon Complete Fuel System Cleaner. You guys have seen us use this product countless times, especially in those cars that we buy from auction that have been sitting for years on end. It's always a good idea to run this through it. It maximizes fuel economy, restores lost engine power, reduces rough idle, protects against corrosion. I like the corrosion protection quite a bit because this car drives pretty infrequently. So this will help clear up some of that contamination, and it just is a one-stop shop for your fuel system cleaner. Just like they say, it's a complete package. So anyway, it's super simple. You just add this to a fresh tank of gas. So I just got the gas, so let's go ahead and add this now, and then we'll be ready to send it. Unscrew the $600 fancy gas cap. Just unscrew this, and you just pour it on in. Pretty simple. That's it, and Technon will do the rest. So you can pick this up at any big auto parts store. They always have deals and specials going on, so just see my description for all the latest and greatest on this. There we go. Good to go. You're welcome, Ferrari. Okay, let's go.
That was amazing. That sounds pretty good too.
Oh my goodness! The manual makes this car, there's a reason this car's worth $50,000 extra with a manual. Oh, it's just so easy to drive. Like, it feels so natural.
That was some smooth shifting, and you've driven this car, what, like 30 miles?
Yeah, that's it. Oh my guys, everybody's freaking out. And some of the guys are like, sounds good. This thing's a certified ripper, F1 sounding race car.
Who'd have thought adding cats makes it sound better?
Yes, it's the only time that's true.
Say that it feels right.